Welcome to today's spicy video where I'm just going to tell you about IPv4 and IPv6 addresses. It's going to be very short. Basically, IPv4 is pretty damn common. It's like a 32-bit long address with 2 to the power 32 address space, which I'm just doing some quick mental maths, comes out to be 429 crore 496 49 lakhs 67,296 unique IP addresses, but this is kind of a scam because like a majority of these IP addresses are not even used. Some of them are just kept reserved. Then we come to classful IP address and classless. So IPv4 supports these two forms. Classful is again where you have the classes such as A, B, C, D, right up till E. So yeah, A, B, C, D, E. These are the five classes. E class is reserved only, but D class is used for broadcast. These three are used for unicast. So only three classes have a subnet mask, right? So the classes which, so if unicast, only then you will get a subnet mask. For broadcasting, you don't get any subnet mask as such because there's no need to find out what your like destination IP address is. No, you're just a source, so you just want to send your message everywhere, regardless of who's getting it. Then again, just basic format. There's 4 octets. Each octet has this many number of bits. It's 8. Alright, and the class ranges and stuff I won't cover because that's kind of coming under classless, classful addressing, obviously. Classless addressing again uses the CIDR notations. Okay, and this is also issued in blocks, which is much better than a classful. Right, there's subnetting and supernetting in this. Subnetting is when you take a network and you divide it into pieces. Right, so a famous example with which a very prominent professor, I might say, has given us is to consider this as a cake and consider classful addressing as someone which is cutting pieces of that cake. Whereas in supernetting, we combine two or more IP addresses to form a single network instead of dividing the IP address. Move on to IPv6. See, IPv6 mein, this is very big compared to IPv4. IPv4 was 2 to the power 32. It has a very big address space. So I don't even have the mental math capabilities to do this kind of number crunching. But it's somewhere around the 10 to the power 38 to 40 range. So it's very big. Again, the main purpose of shifting to IPv4 from IPv6 was to first of all, the IPv4 addresses were running out. So to accommodate more, the notation was changed to hex colon from the decimal dotted to make these more readable. Just an example of how it is written, the IPv6 address. Also to ping a server using its IPv6 address, you use ping 6, not normal ping. Okay, ping only uses IPv4. You'll get an error if you put an IPv6 address on just ping. So yeah, and then I'll come to the format of IPv6. The first 3 bits are type identifiers. So they identify the version of that particular IP address, and there's then the registry identifier. The registry identifier is basically the organization from where the IP address was issued. So currently there are 3 organizations. So there's obviously going to be 3 codes. So there's जो इंडिया के लिए आइडेंटिफाई करता है that is APNIC and उसका code is 10100. Then for America it's Inter NIC and their code is 11,000. And then for Europe, it is RIP, NIC. So NIC is common everywhere, and that is going to be 0100. So सबसे छोटा यूरोप का है, बाकी एशिया एंड अमेरिका का numbers बड़े हैं. ठीक है, so that's pretty much it for registry identifier. Then provider is basically the provider identifier. So it will tell you about the provider and stuff. This is the subscriber identifier and the subnet identifier. These are just used to kind of, so yeah, these are just unique identifiers. So subscriber को जब वो इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट करता है तब एक आइडेंटिफायर मिलता है, तो वो इधर लिखा रहता है. Subnet भी again, if you're using an ISP or something, so you will probably be given the IP address by the ISP. So उनके subnet के इधर आपका IP किधर गिरता है वगैरह. This is what the subnet identifier makes sure. So it basically जो subnet से node connected है, so your PC and stuff, उसकी identity define करता है. The length of it is 48 bits so that it is compatible with Ethernet. See, this is Wireshark. So Wireshark में I'm getting a broadcast message from Amazon Techno something. So I'll open this up. Now see over here, this is like the proper ये IP address का सब headers and all. So there's the broadcast. So destination is FFF, मतलब सारे Fs भरे हैं, all Fs in the chat for broadcast, because again like it will go to each and every machine present on the network. And then this is like the IP address of the source. So it's saying Amazon Techno D92F6A. See, multicast भी दिख रहा है इधर. So that's what I was saying कि by doing this we don't really know कि like destination का IP क्या है. If I pulled up Wireshark on another laptop also ना, तो इधर भी destination का broadcast will be the same only, even though this computer and the laptop's IP addresses are different. I mean, it's pretty simple, IPv4 versus IPv6. So all the best for tomorrow. Bye.